Hi, good morning. So, welcome to A Languages. We organize a very good setup basically for the learners in the Chinese language. So, today we are in lesson number 4, and we organize a meeting room for the Chinese guy. The moment you really want to speak, Chinese, you can come to my office and definitely how it works. Okay, so see, this is our conference room basically, wherein the learners can sit and the learners can have a lot of things in the Chinese language. So today I have created a lot of things in Chinese language because we created a complete workshop in Chinese language. Okay, if you really want to learn Chinese, you can speak to us, and we're very good expertise in Chinese language. Okay, and also we translate a lot of pattern for the companies. Now, for example, if you are in export and import company, you require a Chinese translation. We'll translate it for you. If you require something else, maybe interpretation, I would say, so we'll help you out. But obviously, if you really want to have this type of designation like interpretation, and you want to read the language, you want to translate the language, so definitely this pattern will help you out. Okay, is it clear to you? So what I would say, I can start with lesson number 4. Obviously it will give you a touch in the language. Okay, so let me share the screen with you. So I believe this whiteboard is very much visible to you. So let's repeat after me, team. See, obviously, I will say something in Chinese because we are in lesson number 4. We have created a lot of lessons basically, and we already invested a very good infra. We already invested in a very good infrastructure for our office. Obviously, why? Because learner can feel something in my classroom. See, earlier the classroom was designed in a way wherein this would be whiteboard and all this. No, we have this digital classes we are running with. See, the digital classes, I would say we have this screen wherein whatever I will say in my offline classes, what I will say, if I'm saying something, it will be displayed in my screen, is my LED screen. Okay, this is basically a space for this conference meeting room, which we have created a setup. Okay, so you have the lane system also, like, okay, you can have the internet connection from there. So that how we are working for a better in offline classes, and online classes also we create a very beautiful classes because we have projector classes with an online classes also. So, okay, Lord, let's not waste the time now. So, we can start with the lesson number 4. Now, repeat after me. If I asked you, Ni Shui Shi Shenma, repeat after me. If I asked you, Ni Shui Shi Shenma, repeat after me. Ni, literally meaning of Ni is you. Ni Shui Shi, we have a study, and Shenma is what? Ni Shui Shi Shenma. Ni is basically what we already have done in lesson number 1, 2, 3. Ni is you, and Shuishi. Repeat after me. Shuishi. Shuishi, basically we have study and to learn. Repeat after me. Ni Shuishi Sharma. Repeat after me. If I will say Wo Shuishi Hanui, repeat after me. Wo Shuishi Hanui. It means I am learning Chinese. If I ask you, Shanma is what? Repeat after me. Shanma is what? Repeat after me. If I ask you, 你学习什么？你学习什么？ You will say 我学习汉语，我学习汉语. So Hanyu, basically we have Chinese. What is a Chinese? Hanyu. So if I'll say 你学习什么? You study what? You 你学习什么？我学习英语 I can say 我学习英语 I'm studying English. Is it clear to you? So that how we're working for a pattern. Now repeat after me, because the sessions which we have created for the Chinese learners, and obviously if you will go for a day wise, only we have a 21st 22 chapters. In the next 22 days you will be in a pace to speak Chinese. This is a challenging task, yes, but we created a techniques already, like the learners can speak Chinese. Tha shushi shanma. Tha is he and she. Tha, literally meaning of tha is he and she, and the same we designed for the characters making also. Ta shui shi shanma. Ta shui shi hanui. Repeat after me. Ta shui shi hanui. Ta Tha Shui Shi Han Yui. It means I'm saying Tha Shui Shi Shanma. Tha Shui Shi Shanma. What are you studying? The Tha Shui Shi Han Yui. Is it clear to you, my team? So repeat after me. Tha Shui Shi Han Yui. Repeat after me. Tha Shui Shi Han Yui. Repeat after me. Tha Shui Shi Shanma. Tha Shui Shi Han Yui. Is it clear to you? Now, for example, if I will say Hanui Nan Ma, obviously, if I will say Hanui Nan Ma, Hanui Nan Ma, Hanui is Chinese. Hanui Nan Ma, Hanui basically we have Chinese. Chinese is difficult. You will say Hanui Pu Nan. For if I will say Hanui Pu Nan, Chinese is not difficult. Nan is basically we have difficult. So repeat after me. Ni Shui Shi Shanma. Now, Ni Shui Shi Shanma, Wo Shui Shi Hanui, Wo Shui Shi Ing Shui, Shui Shi. Literally meaning of Shui Shi is my study. Repeat after me. Shui Shi, Shui Shi, Shui Shi. We have a tone up. We have a tone up. Shui Shi. Shui Shi is my vocab to study. Is it clear to you? Now, Shanma. Repeat after me. Shanma, literally meaning of Shanma is what? Repeat after me. Shanma, Thashwashi Shanma, Thashwashi Hanui, Thashwashi Shanma, Thashwashi Hanui, Thashwashi Inkui, Washwashi Inkui, Washwashi Hanui. It means I am studying Chinese. Is it clear to you? Now, Tha, repeat after me. Tha, literally meaning of Tha is he and she. Tha, flat tone. Tha, Nan. Nan is difficult. Repeat after me. Literally meaning of Nan is difficult. Thaman. Repeat after me. You know, Tha is he and she. Then what to say? Plural. They. They can be he, lot of he, and lot of she. I will say Thaman. Repeat after me. Thavan. Thaman is Tha. Man is my plural suffix. Man. Wo. Woman. Wo is I. Woman is er. Okay. Now we have one. Literally meaning of one is to ask. Repeat after me. One. One is to ask and one thi is to questions. Repeat after me. One thi. If I say wo one thi. One thi is literally one thi is my question. Repeat after me. One thi is my question. Is it clear to you? Now, for example, if I say wo one thi. Now, if I say I ask a question, I ask a question. Wo, one is to ask, my verb, one, and wo, one thi, niman hueta. Now, for example, you are sitting in a group. You're sitting in a group, and I ask a question and you reply. I ask a question and you reply. Wo, one thi, niman hueta. Hueta is to answer. Is it clear to you, my team? So wo one thi niman hueta. Repeat after me. Wo one thi niman hueta. Tue pu tue. Repeat. This is how the language works. You have to repeat after me. Tue pu tue. Tuela 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 tue pu tue tuela. Team, that how we are working for a pattern in Chinese. This is a very beautiful pattern which we are working for, and definitely learner can do a lot of things. If I asked you, ni suo shanwana, ni suo, basically suo is my verb to do. I will say woshi hanui, woshi hansna. I can do like anything. Vonyan shanksna. Okay, chalo. This thing will do later on because that should not be a very heavy pattern which we are running over here. So now, for example, if I will say ni so shanmana, what are you doing? Repeat after me. Ni so shanmana. Repeat after me. If I will say woshi hansna, shie. Repeat after me. Shie. Literally mean what shie is to write. Shie. Literally meaning of shie is to write, write. Shie. If I asked you now, for example, you asked me ni, I'm ni. You asked from me, and you'll say you. What are you doing? Now, for example, you say it's a normal thing in English. What are you doing? I'll say ni so shanmana. Ni so shanmana. Okay, ni so shanmana. I will say wo xie, wo xie Hans ne, Hans ne. Repeat after me, Hans. Hans. Tss. Now Z sound is tss, tss. See the sound. Tss, tss, tss. Hans ne, wo xie Hans ne. It means I'm writing Chinese character. Hans basically is my Chinese character. So repeat after me that how we are working for a pattern team. Is it clear to you, team? Okay. So team, if you really want to speak, okay, if you really want to speak Chinese, now for example, I will say, ni so sharmana, for example, I will say, ni so sharmana, I will say, ni, I'm ni, and you ask me, ni so sharmana, wo xie hansna. I can say, wo nian han, I'm reading Chinese, nian is my verb to read. So that how we are working for a pattern. And I will not go with a very heavy session today, obviously learner, you will, the learners, the Chinese learners, right? If I say Woxie, I write, Shui is my work to study, okay? Shui Shaw is we have a school. So I will give you a lot of things in this Chinese language, but obviously, gradually you will pick the pattern, okay? So team, uh, obviously we need an atmosphere, obviously. So I allow my every participants to come as an offline classes to join my online classes and offline classes because Nolan, I give you a touch basically, like how you feel the language basically. Okay. And we have created very good setup for my institute now because the learner they feel now, for example, you come to the maybe you join any institute, but I'm not saying, but obviously when infra is not good, you don't feel like, okay, this very, the class is just we have whiteboard and the tables and the chairs. No, actually in our classroom we create the corporate system. In the corporate you have a meeting rooms, you sit like, the beautiful chairs and the table, and really you feel something like, yes, we are coming over there for discussing something, for learning something, not in a class we have a benches and all these things. No, so for this reason we created very beautiful class. See, the learner, every learners now, my classroom is empty because it's morning time. So in the next few minutes time, the learners can come, the learners will come over here, okay, and they sit and they discuss with me in the Chinese language, okay. That's how we're working for a pattern team, okay. So obviously infra play a vital role, plus apart from infra we have a very good skills which I will deliver to you, okay. So by the time, take care, side chain, bye bye.